Welcome in, everyone. I'll test the sound on my end. Wait for some of you guys to come in here. Welcome in. I'll test the sound on my end. Wait for some of you guys to come. Perfect. That's what I like to see. Welcome in, everyone. I'm so excited to be here with you guys this evening. Welcome back to Instructions for Humanity, Spirit of Consciousness. I am Tahira, Mother of the Ages, and I'm going to wait for some of you guys to come in. And while we are doing that, I'm going to take care of a few things on my end. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Buffalo Wild Wings. Welcome in. Welcome in. Tell a friend. Tell a friend. I'll wait for some of you guys to come in here. I'm going to take care of a few things and then we're going to get into the title of the video. I have evidence. Exhibit A, Exhibit B, Exhibit C, Exhibit all the way probably almost to Z. What is showing up in Kim Kardashian's automatic drawing reading? It is shocking. There are so many entities, I can't even count them all. It's given she's like in a race with Erica Kirk. Like this is what it's giving. So this is what we're gonna dive into in a moment here. Guys, please subscribe to the channel and put a like on that video when you come in. Let go, let go, let go. Shout out your city, your state, your country, your province, your town, your mood. Ooh, I want to hear moods. I want to hear some good stuff. I want to hear some gratitude. I want to hear elated. I want to hear something elevated. How you feeling? How you doing? How are you doing? All right, I'm just taking care of a few things here, guys. Feels so good to be here with you guys. I almost could not make it this evening. It's just a lot going on. A lot going on, but we made it. We made it. We made it. We made it. And that is all that matters. I'll wait for some more of you guys to get the notification and then we will start. Guys, I got a lot of different prophecies just coming in. I'll do it in a separate video, stuff about Nicki Minaj, the rapper Doshi, I think that's her name, and then the digital matrix girls. It's getting crazy. It's getting AI world 2.0. Ooh, that's going to be a crazy video. It's going to be a sight to see. All right, guys. Almost done here. Show some love to your neighbor in the chat. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I am just so happy to be here this evening with you guys. Waiting for more of you guys to come on in this evening. Whoa. Didn't mean that to happen. Sorry about that. All right, guys. Oh, my chat just went out. I'm trying to get my chat back. Here it is. Okay, where is it at? There we go. Josie, welcome in. Sister Sonia, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. And we'll just wait for a few more of you guys to come in. Give me just 1 second. Whew. It's hard out there for a pimp. Don't mind me. That's from a movie. But anywho, guys, we are about to get this thing started. Washington, D.C. in the house, Josie. Yes, gratitude, Josies. I'm empowered and activated and locked and loaded and ready. I love it. Grand Rising. Yes, absolutely. Today is going to be an interesting video, guys. Don't say I didn't warn you. Now, when I said I was about to do Kim Kardashian, sometimes I'm just like, how do these automatic drawings just come out so perfect? I mean, and I don't want to say like perfect, like, obviously we don't want entities to pop up and all of that, but there's no way you can make this stuff up. It's either I have a superpower or something's going on in Hollywood. So, this is what we're going to talk about. I'm going to go into the prophecy I had, the actual vision that I had about Kim Kardashian first, and then we're going to pop into the very interesting automatic drawing that I did of Kim Kardashian. And I've labeled it now so it'll be easier for you guys to spot what is going on. So, we'll look at that in a moment. Guys, I do want to say, please subscribe to the channel when you come in. Help me grow, help me get to 8K. I put my heart, my soul, my love, my passion into bringing you guys these messages, and please put a like on the video, please. So, here's the thing. Here is the thing. You guys know I'm kind of more like a prophet because I get a lot of messages in my dream state. I get a lot of visions as well. And it's very interesting. My visions come like they're right before my eyes. I don't know if you guys ever get visions, but it's trippy. The visions are so trippy because I can see it playing out like a movie right before my eyes. And the vision started around COVID time, which is very interesting. But nevertheless, I'm going to tell you what I saw of Kim Kardashian, and then we're going to go into the automatic, drawing that I did. So this was 2 days ago. So I had this vision. It was in the wee hours of the morning, like I get all of my visions, probably around 5 a.m., 4 a.m. And all of a sudden, I saw like, it's like I had this awareness, right, that I was about to get a vision. And then I saw like some construction workers. And the construction workers, at first, they were all like huddled. It was like five of them. They're kind of huddled in a circle. And I couldn't make it out at first, right? Because of the vision. And then I just, as I just let the images play out, then I realized they were construction workers. And then I'm going to tell you what I saw of Kim Kardashian and what those construction workers were there to do. I saw Kim Kardashian plain as day, girl. Because in a vision, baby, you can't tell me that this ain't it. You can't tell me this ain't from Source God. I saw Kim Kardashian plain as day. She was holding in her hands like she was proud of it. Almost it felt like a newborn baby or a baby that had been cut away early from the mother's womb. That's honestly, guys, that's what it felt like. It felt like a premature baby she was holding, and it was covered in blood. So this baby was freshly out of the womb. I couldn't tell if it still had the umbilical cord, but I get the awareness that it feels like it was either a newborn, a small newborn, or a baby that was premature, or a baby that was cut out of the mother's womb. But she was holding it up very proudly, and she also had blood on her. I'm sorry if this is gory, guys. And then I had awareness. Source didn't show me this part, but through my clairsentience and through my claircognizant, there was this awareness that I get this feeling in the pit of my stomach, and then this awareness that something very bad, tragic, and demonic had happened to the baby. And then we cut back to the construction workers, and she has them on payroll. I don't know if this woman is constantly doing repairs, but I am telling you, she has a team of construction workers, people that work on the property or on the house. They're there to bury the bodies. And that was such a shocking vision. I've never seen anything like that. She has these people on payroll. They're there to bury the bodies. They're there to clean these things up after the sacrifices. So this is this is what I saw. Someone type in the chat because the chat on my end is not moving. I want to make sure I'm not missing any of you guys. so I can just see the fresh messages. So yeah, this is what I saw. Does Kim Kardashian do a lot of renovations? If she does a lot of renovations, I'm telling you, the renovations is just a cover up. It's Thank you. Thank you, Barbara. Welcome in. It is an absolute cover up for the team of people. And they look to be Hispanic, for the team of people that literally hide the bones, that bury the bodies. This is what I saw. And I know that this is dark. And I know we can say, well, this is unbelievable because Kim Kardashian, why would she do that? She has $1 billion empire after all. She's beautiful. She's rich. She's famous. She snoozes with all the right people. Exactly. How do you think she got into these spaces? You have to give up something. You have to sacrifice something. And what I saw, this is all ledge now, girl, but you know, spirit just ain't never lied. What I saw was that she was wearing the blood of the baby and she was sacrificing that baby. And then I saw those construction workers start to digging. So if Kim Kardashian has a lot of properties, someone look this up. If Kim Kardashian has a lot of properties and she's always doing construction, I'm telling you, that's just a cover up to bury the bones, to bury the remains. And this is what Source has shown to me. Now, moving right along to her automatic drawing. And guys, if you're new to this channel, I do something called automatic drawing. And what automatic drawing is, it's literally you are just, kind of doodling. I don't know what it is that I'm writing and sketching. You're just, it just goes by so fast. You're not thinking about it. It's not till I look back at it that now I start to see intensely of what's going on. And this was very easy to see. And I've actually underlined it so you guys can see, and I will explain all of this to you. Her energy is also inverted. So we're going to be looking at this today upside down, and then we might switch to the right side up. Her energy is absolutely inverted. So Kim Kardashian is a total tool. She's a total tool used to market the demise of humanity to humanity. Every time you click on an ad campaign to purchase something that she's selling, it literally is linking you into a demonic frequency. This is what I know. And so we're going to examine this. And this was very shocking because Paroline, it was very almost sad, as this was coming up. Now, I do want to say something. I will look at this right side up really quickly because I want to point something out for you guys. Spirit just, literally nails this thing. And the first thing I drew was a dotted line. Okay. So I'm going to show you here. This was the first thing that came through. This dotted line here, going all the way down. And then the second thing I drew, I started to draw these like lines out. These lines out. And it's very interesting because her last name's Kardashian. So she's showing up really, really, she's taking up a lot of space, but we'll notice there's a lot of fragmentation in her field, right? So obviously there is an extra line in the K. So there is a fracture within Kim Kardashian, right? So this is her. She's fragmented. Look how many, this is a spaced out line. And I understood the spirit had me draw this like this for a reason, but this is her. Also could represent her, just her backbone, but more importantly, the fragmentation. But this is also her, like literally holding all the hats that she holds. Look at all these things. Look at all of these things that she's into. But it's also causing the fragmentation. And the fragmentation for Kim Kardashian, of course, she's fragmented and she's lost herself. But also, to everyone wants a piece of her. And everyone that wants a piece of her is not necessarily a good thing, right? And so this woman is fractured from the time she wakes up until she goes to sleep. So I don't care what they show you on the TV and on all those shows. She's not whole and she's not happy. She's not. Then we get this line because I felt very strongly that this was like a division line, right? Just to maybe divide the page in two, or even the energy, the upper self from the lower self, right? Then we have this kind of interesting lines. These are kind of more similar. This is part of the K, right? This is part of the K, but if you notice here, it's kind of like wavy energy, right? It's a very, very wavy energy. It's not straight, you know, and we can, you don't have to be a scientist to figure this out. We can look into the family dynamics, and there's a lot of stuff that happens in drama and all of that stuff. But this is very interesting that her her status as her true self is fractured, is what I want to say. There's no part of the K that is together, that is whole, that is honorable. It's all just fractured, spaced out, fragmented, and then wavy energy. And wavy energy, a lot of the times when we have wavy energy, it's because either our image is being distorted, or there's a lot of distortions within our field. It's being distorted by entities, or just a very low self concept where you're now delusional about who you are and what you are. Right. So I wanted to point that out for you guys. But now, baby, it's about to get good. It's about to get good. Okay. I'm going to read a chat really quickly before we go on. So, Buffalo Wild Wings says Kim Kardashian has an extensive and valuable real estate portfolio with properties worth over $100 million. Ooh, straight from Google. Plus, she lives in Hidden Hill. Girl, Hidden Hills. Up, it feels a bit on the nose. Yes, you're right. She's been doing renovations. Spirit just came here and told all of her business. Renovations of the home, expansions like crazy. Wow, wow, wow. And for some reason, I can't, my chat is not moving. I can't see all of the messages. So someone down here has sent me a message, but I can't see it. Oh, I'm going to try to fix that now. So we're just validating the message. Kim Kardashian, girl, I think all of these houses and properties. Now, this is not what Spirit is saying. This now I'm going to inject just regular Tahira in this. What if all of the houses that they're burying all of the bodies, what if they see, think, no, now Spirit is coming. Whoo! Surge of energy coming through. Whoo! Lord, listen what's going on. You know why they give these celebrities all this money? It's not because they're good, and it's not because they deserve it. Not all of them. But it's because once you're part of a certain tier, they have something on you, just like the Jeffrey Epstein. They have something on you, and it keeps you compliant to the system. Because this is like a capitalistic system, but it's deeper than that. See, we don't know true capitalism. We think, you know, the average person, oh, yeah, I'm a capitalist. No, you're not. Because I'm about to show you what true capitalism is. Capitalism is when you literally clear the board in Monopoly. You won't let nobody else get a turn, buy a property, girl. You sending everybody to jail because they owe you rent. Like you just destroying the whole game, right? But anywho, the reason why they pay these people this much money is because they are their tools. It's for total domination and control and autonomy over them. So whoever is at the top of the pyramid, the Pope, just saying, whoever's at the top of the pyramid is literally this energy. They have to pay the piper. Even though Kim Kardashian appears to be at this stature, right? She has to pay the piper. All that energy funnels back up, I'm telling you, to the Catholic Church. I'm sorry. That just came through very clear. Spirit ain't never lied. The Pope is the figurehead out of all this. He'd probably be in there just catching vapors of sacrifices, and he probably can feel it, and he probably just starts to convulse and like all of this stuff. Like, I'm telling you that I'm seeing this. So the reason why they have all these properties, and they always, you notice how all the celebrities buy each other's properties. Please put in the chat, put a one in the chat if you notice that. You'll always see in the news, this celebrity just bought this celebrity's house, because they have to be inside cells because they have the tunnels underneath. This is what sources said. That's when I felt the surge of energy. All of these houses lead to the tunnels. And there's people that they put in place that buy those homes that are also part of the Hollywood system. Not anyone can come in there and just make an offer on these homes that lead to the tunnels. And underground facilities and underground storage. It's not just, just the tunnels, but it's a lot of underground activity. Even moving, even routes, moving things from point A to point B. Girl, it's like Harriet Tubman, but reverse. It's like the Underground Railroad for the getaway. Like, this is crazy. And it's interesting that you say, okay, so she lives in Hidden Hill. So guys, if you don't know my backstory, so I used to live in California for 14 years, roughly 14 years. And I lived in the San Fernando Valley. Yes, guys, I was a Valley girl. So if you guys catch my accent, and sometimes I talk like this is my California accent. So I'm doing a lot better because I used to say like 50 times in like a minute. So hey, I've adopted, a certain vernacular now. So I'm trying to get out of that. But sometimes it does come up, right? So I used to actually live not too far from there. I used to live in Woodland Hills. And so there's Woodland Hills, and then there's Thousand Oaks, right? And that's about 20 minutes away. And I remember they used to live in Thousand Oaks, like, when Chris and Bruce was still together, they used to all live in Thousand Oaks. And then Hidden Hills, I don't know if Hidden Hills is in the valley or is that over the hill. I can't remember. But so, anywho, I just was reminiscing. But the whole point, guys, is that these are where the bodies are buried. And to be honest, they're all connected to tunnels. That's just what source has said. Okay. Now let's pop into these entities, baby. We got to pop into these entities. Jack Nicholson, Hugh Hefner, Gene Hackman, all have tunnels under their houses, allegedly. Thank you, Abundantly Empowered. Yes, watch the movie I Dream of Africa, okay? But most of the celebrities use, I can't read that. It'll come up. Witchcraft? Yep, they do. And it's no different here with Kim Kardashian. So now that we know that she's shut down, she's fragmented in every way, right? No sense of self. Now, guys, we're about to examine something very interesting. I want to look at this thing inverted, right? So this is me turning it upside down, right? Because when you do a lot of dealings with evil work, witchcraft, and more importantly, when you have a lot of entities, and it's deeper than the attachments, no, she's feeding them, she's working with them purposefully. I don't think it's a secret here, guys. And so we're going to examine all of these numbers here. So, first thing I want to show you guys, the same stuff coming up in Erica Kirksfield, the fingernails. Look at that finger right there. That is an absolute finger. That's number one. You guys see that? And so this is my sign for witchcraft. This is my sign for witchcraft, and this has come up in a lot of Erica Kirk's automatic drawings, guys. Now, the next thing I want to look at, and it's going to make a lot more sense when you guys see the entities. 2 and 3 are tongues. 2 and 3, these are tongues. They go in a point. These are tongues. Those are tongues. So like I feel the energy of what it is. I can see it. I can feel it. And I get confirmation from source. So we got fingernail. We got tongues here. Okay. Now, there's also too a little mouth sticking out here, like a mouth that's kind of open. But we don't see the face and what it's attached to. But I'm about to show you who this mouth is attached to. And this would be in Kim Kardashian's chest area, so heart space area. So this is what we're seeing, the tongues, and we're seeing the nails in her heart. So I'm not to say that her heart is shut down or that she has a wicked heart, but she does have a devious heart. Even though when you meet her, I know people that have met her, they say she's sweet as apple pie. And I actually, do see a lot of sweet things in Kim, but I also see a lot of, I'm hearing pungent things. And pungent is comes directly from demons, pungent smells and things like that. So maybe possibly the things that we see off-putting of Kim maybe might not be her energy. It might be the demons and entities that she's feeding. So now we're about to look into the entities. Girl, it's about to get deep. Now, Exhibit A. Now we're going to look at 5 here. Do you guys see this? This is a freaking reptilian. Look at the head shape. It comes up like this. And it has an eye there. There's the neck. That's reptilian number 1. Everybody see that? Now we got another entity. This is double-headed. Remember a few videos back, we were talking about the double-headed energy, double-headed snake. This is attached to the venom that we've been talking about. The blue elixir, the venom that literally is rewiring us on a DNA level. This is literally, we're spotting, we're getting imagery into the entity that is doing this. It's this double-headed kind of reptilian or snake energy. So now this is, I labeled this another 5. This is another reptilian here. So we see the back of the head kind of comes out like that. That's kind of the nose area. And eye again, like the nose comes here, and there's the neck. Then if you look here, there's another face, double-headed. This one head here, another head here, but this head is looking this way. So it looks like that, and actually it has something coming out of the mouth. It's double-headed. This head is facing this way, and this head is facing that way. In Kim Kardashian's crown, her mind is at least 3 entities. And she's capped in consciousness here. All of this is capped. Spirally. They've done a number on her. Spirally. She's capped in consciousness. These things they have control. They have absolute control. I want to go in the chat and see what you guys are saying, but I can't, it won't go up for me. Okay, you see it. Okay, perfect. Now, let's keep going. Now let's see what else I want to look at. Where's number 6? Now, I want to point something out to you. This is very interesting. This doesn't have a head, but see, I can read the energy because guys, reptilians, because I remove entities for a living. Reptilians, grays, demons, X's, all of that stuff. But this is interesting because I'm getting the energy that this is also another entity, but the face, they're kind of cloaking, so they don't want to be seen, but yet spiritually, I can see with my spiritual eye that what's there. I want you to look at this and imagine that this is the neck here. This is kind of like a head here, but it's not showing up with any sort of face or anything. That's a head. And then I know that this here is like another entity. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's a cluster of them. Wow. I just saw something. This is going to be trippy, y'all. So we're going to look at this two ways. That's kind of a head and it's given an entity, but it's not a reptilian. Then if you look at this line here, it feels like something's being cut off at the neck for sacrifice. Just saying. That's the head, something cut off at the neck for sacrifice. But if we look at it this way, we get another bigger entity here. Top of the mouth, bottom of the mouth, mouth open. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, the double-headed one is 1, but it has 2 heads. 5. 1, 2. I'm going to count them as 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All on the crown. All on the crown. There's no way this woman is making decisions better long going to law school and passing major tests. So I don't know what she's done with her whole law school thing and if she's went to the bar, if she didn't go to the bar, but if she passed certain tests. But I'm telling you, if she is not her getting the answers, it's the entities because she's totally gone. She's totally gone. Yeah. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I'm just looking at the chat, make sure I keep up with that here. Yeah. So that's what's going on there. Now, let me take a look. Oh my God, it pops up again. This is also one that's hiding and shapeshifting. So this is very interesting. I could feel the energy that this one is shapeshifting. And so this is why you can't really see it all the way. This one here, where it says 8. This is another entity, but it's hiding. You can see how it's hiding. But if you look, you can see it. That's the back of the head. You notice how all of the entities that show up for her, they all have like this little hump in the back of the head. Look, that's the back of the head. And it's trying to hide behind this energy, but I can see it. Looks like this could be part of the eye and the mouth here. There's the neck, and then there's the shoulders here. It's hiding. It's hiding. So the top part of Kim Kardashian's field or body has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a lot. It's like 5 or 6 entities plus the witch's nail, which is literally witchcraft in the heart. Make no mistake about it. She's doing witchcraft. She's doing beauty spells, glamour spells, and this is against other people. She's also doing it on herself, but she does it against other people. That's the tongue. Tongue is for cursing people. So now I understanding the tongue, this skinny tongue at the point at the end. These are demonic tongues. And this is for cursing people. It just it proves my point when I said she's doing spells. She's doing glamour spells against people. She's cursing them with her tongue. That's what she's doing. That's what she's doing. Whew. Sometimes, guys, these things get tiring because they're just it takes a lot of energy, like believe it or not, to like pull some of these messages through. and to see all this. So we're going to explore the lower part of her body. That's just the top. Imagine what's going on the lower part. That's crazy. Okay, I'm going to read some comments. I want to make sure I'm keeping up. I don't know. Catherine, are you talking leaving a message to someone else in the chat, or is this about? But isn't Kim a high witch? It looks that way. Chris, all of them. I mean, we literally, Chris was literally in smack in the center of America. So, yeah, I would say so. You didn't want any part in being in Hollywood. Yeah, guys, this is one of the reasons why I left. There was a lot. If I tell you guys some things that I saw at parties and just like, because I kind of grew up where my family was in kind of, you know, had like my uncle had a concert promoting business, so he would bring a lot of massive stars, I mean mega stars, to concert in different cities, right? Different places. And so I was always a kid just running backstage, you know, meeting the celebrities and all that stuff, just having fun, just really playing, really, and running around and all that stuff. Knowing what I know now, I'm like, dang, my parents, they should have never left us kids just running around, knowing what I know now about these people. But luckily, like back then, like I can honestly say, like these people were really, really nice people. I can honestly say that. But yeah, it gets so crazy. And this is a story for another day. But this is why I don't want no part in it. I done partied with the best. I mean, billionaires, millionaires, A-list celebrities. And, you know, these are just people because when you live in LA, it's not like these people are not looked at as celebrities per se. Maybe the megastars are, but they're just people and you just happen to meet people, and sometimes you just randomly click with a celebrity or a friend of a celebrity, and then you know, just start hanging out, or like you'll be like adjacent. So like if someone is having a party, right, a celebrity's having a party, and you have like one of my really good friends was a producer for Robin Thicke, and for I forgot the record company he worked for, Universal or whatever. So he was always, of course, around because he worked, you know, there in their houses. So he would always invite us to parties all the time. So we were everywhere. We were absolutely everywhere. My best friend, Redana, funny enough, who actually looks very, very similar to Kim Kardashian. Um, she was dating a really, really high profile music producer for a very long time, like 6 years. So we were always through that. We were always places. Like we would always like hang out in New York. We were always places. But back then, like I'm actually really blessed. So like my story is a bit different. Like I'm actually really blessed for the people that I was around. They were really good people. Now, did they do some things that, like, I think with what people would do that had a lot of money? Yeah, they did that. But they were actually, you know, kind-hearted people. And I've always been blessed that when I went to LA, I met really, really good people. I can actually say that. But you see some things and you know some things and you just no, you just it's just like all the money in the world, baby, ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. So now let's examine the lower part of Kim Kardashian's body. So something I want to point out, and it's very, very interesting. There is some sort of like intelligence popping up. It feels like it's okay. I'm going to show this to you guys because you know what? I might even need you guys' help on this. This is some sort of intelligence popping up. And at first sight, when I looked at it, it felt very much like, you know, a virus, you know? So, like, you know, you got the squiggly lines out and it kind of looks like a virus. And then, like, maybe, but I'm telling you, and this is like a radio tower. And this is whatever's controlling. It feels like a virus, some sort of something. I don't know, I don't want to call it alien, or it feels like tech. Feels like she has technology inside of her. And then this is the tower. So even if we think about this being her feet, right? And we're looking at this thing inverted, right? So right now it would be her feet, but when I flip it over, it now becomes the head of hers, right? And then the reptilians are now at the feet. But either way you slice it, she has reptilian infestation, and then also there is some sort of tech controlling her. I'm wondering if she's already had the blue elixir. I'm sorry, I don't care what no one says. I'm getting this so clearly. This is tech. This is tech inside of her. This thing is controlling something inside of her. And this is where the radio tower, like the signal, this thing is sending a signal up. It's receiving information. This thing is controlling her. It could be a separate consciousness as well. Like some sort of like, you know what it looks like, to be honest with you? Like a little alien. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. It looked like a little alien set up shop. And I know this sounds crazy, but guys, I've seen this happen in other sessions. It's very rare, but it does happen. Where literally there'll be like little alien beings attached to people. Most of the time they're grays, right? And they like hide or glitch. But possibly I think she has a gray too. I think she has a gray. And this gray, and guys, this is very common because the grays do a lot of experiments. Like for one of their famous ones is the double slit experiment. It has to do with the tongue. And it's interesting that she has two tongues here. So they do something called the double slit experiment, right? And she has a gray tower connected to her. So it's very interesting because I remember a long time ago I watched a Fleur Brune video. I love Fleur Brune. You guys, if you don't know her, you got to subscribe to her channel. This is like one of my favorite master teachers. Her brother Panic. I always say that. Love her. I watched one of her videos and she said that Kim Kardashian was a like an insectoid, and she knows a lot about beans and stuff like that. I mean, she's been on YouTube since 2011. Like she's one of our OGs. She says that Kim Kardashian was some sort of insectoid. She might be the, but I'm telling you, that's what it's given. Because I remember I was saying it was some sort of virus or like parasite, like something that it feels like tech, something that comes in and connects. Like let's say it connects to your stomach or your feet or whatever. And then it has control and it has all these signals sending radio frequencies and all of this stuff. But there is a little being inside the little legs here controlling the situation. This is what I'm getting so very strongly. And then here's a little one too up here at what, 10? It's like a little remnants of this one, but it's much smaller and it's kind of broken up as well. She's totally embodied, guys. She is totally embodied. Dang. Look, y'all. Remember, I spotted this entity here? There's a little back of his head. There's his neck, but he's hiding. He's trying to hide. He's a reptilian. He's trying to hide. And then he's like behind here, and there's his mouth here. Look on the bottom, y'all. It's another one. And it looks like this shape of the head, where it's not necessarily reptilian, but it's kind of like, and I think these are the ones that are trying to hide because when they hide, they glitch. And so their form switches a little bit. So I think that's what it is. Oh, guys, it's getting freaky in here. The frequencies are here. Oh dear, I think I've said too much. I think I've spoken too much. The frequency. Something just tried to blast me with the frequency. Confirmation. I think I'm feeling like what she's doing, like what's going on here. Y'all, this is the most baby. Any man that want to sleep with this woman, please watch this video. There's no way this man will, whoever sleeps with her, will never be whole and good. I don't like this energy. This is the worst energy I think that I've had in a while. Whew. That's like up to 7 or 8 entities, y'all. Whew. I don't like this energy, y'all. I don't like it. I don't want it. It's just crazy. I'm done. I'm done. That yes, I'm doing that. Let me I gotta shield this and clear this because this baby, this ain't right. Sending in Christ Jesus, all of my ancestors of light to shield and protect me and any viewers in this moment. Cloaking us right now so we can finish the rest of the message in private. Mangere shingara mumburu tandirete lambuna karashandeta lingara mandieta shakara mandiri. Whew. You know what I feel like energetically? Like I feel like I want to go to war. That's what it feels like. Like this skirt, this energy, skirt, baby. Stay back. Stay back. Power of Christ compels me. The power of Christ compels me. Woo, baby. Woo. Oh, Kim. Don't don't trust the big button to smile. That girl is poison. Poison. If you remember that song. Woo! Baby. This is she has had to have the snake venom. I'm telling you, it's the tech. It's everything that I described this thing was. Y'all, this is crazy. And you know what? I've never felt out of all my time here on YouTube is I just always turned away from doing Kim and all of them. Like, I think I've only done like 1 or 2 messages. I ain't never seen nothing like this. I have never seen nothing like this. Kim, like like it's like dumpster diving spiritually. Like it's like dumpster diving. And I'm not saying this to demean her because it's one thing if you have entities. I mean, I've had people come in with a lot of entities, up to what, 9 entities. I had someone come in and I saw the whole when I opened up, like, I don't know, something said open up the back energetically, the back of their head. And when I opened it up, there was wires. I'm talking tech wires and just energy sucking and siphoning. These are entities. There was a lot in the head. I mean, it was like one being but with all of their prongs in, like maybe up to like 12 to 15 prongs in. So there's one thing to have entities. You don't want to have entities. You just get them because of life. And sometimes a lot of people get entities when they go in for surgeries too, especially the grays. The grays hop in because you're asleep and you're injured and you're weak. But I feel that Kim is feeding them. This is what I'm saying. How is she feeding them? With the vision that I saw, with the baby sacrifice, with the blood. She's feeding them. So it's different. And I think she knows she's feeding them. I don't think she knows the severity of it. I think she thinks it's just a thing to get money and wealth and status. But if she could, baby, if you could see this, she has no idea. Even her right side is completely cut off. Her left side is cut off. There's no connection with source anymore. Is everything's blocked by all these entities. I don't care if these people go to church. There's no way they can hear from God. They just can't. And I know that they say they're going to church and all of this, but I'm questioning what God that truly is. Because if she gets any message, I don't know. I I mean, but she has a little gray inside of her. He's controlling everything. Tech she's teched up. And you know what? To the point. Ooh, to my point. I feel this so strongly. Like when I say I feel strongly, I can feel impressions in my body. I'm getting an impression in the lower left abdomen, and this thing is here down at the bottom, so I can feel almost like the radio tower that it's sending those signals. She has this alien inside of her controlling things, but it's now, remember I said that the blue elixir is an antidote and a curse, but it's also going to be responsible now, the snake venom, because apparently they use the snake venom for multiple things, different viruses, vaxes, other things. But I'm saying that now the snake venom gets an upgrade where it's now liquid technology. I think I'm seeing that. I think that when you have the liquid tech inside of you, I think you get some sort of entity literally setting up shop. Y'all, it's getting bigger than we ever thought it was, baby. Oh my God. So the Greys are the minions of the reptilians. The Greys do the reptilians' work. I am telling you, these reptilians took some sort of contract to do this with this AI thing, this blue elixir, which is the liquid AI, but it still has the snake venom in it. But what you get when you consume it is a gray, because the grays are great at technology. They get something, they get to set up a radio tower. A radio tower. And if they put this in enough people, it's two part. The radio tower allows the grays to signal to the other grays where we are and to embody people. And I know what I'm talking about because I have removed so many grays, probably over 100 grays. This is their MO. This has their energy all over this thing. And this is coming to my mind now. Do you know how some nanobots? Yes, nanobots. Thank you. But make no mistake, the nanobots and all of that, even a microscopic, these are still entities. And I think they can make entities now. I think that the AI, because the AI they give you is not virtual, guys. We've already had this technology. Wait for it, in a few years the AI is in person. Like I've said before, we already see it with them birthing babies and all of that. AI technically is in person. I remember someone saying that I think that we are the someone said, I can't remember what I was watching, but I'm gonna throw this idea out there, that we are the grays of the future and they're trying to get back to this timeline, something like that. Don't quote me, but I want to explore that, because why is there a radio tower in Kim Kardashian, and why do I see this stuff, this tech hooked up to certain clients, and they're really, girl, it's like they stuck everything in, turn up the treble, turn up the bass, blast that. It's like they just in there doing stuff. It's like, excuse me, you ain't paying no rent here. Seriously. So I'm just saying. And they always do experiments. What if the liquid AI with the snake venom, I think they're brought in on this deal because it allows them access into our bodies. And the grays could show up as nanobots, as nanofibers. The grays don't have to show up as a gray because they are tech. They can be controlling it. So you could be using gray technology. This is kind of what I'm getting. And this is what I'm getting, I'm channeling this. We are making these robots, they tell you that they're making. You ever seen those really small robots? They are separate and then they can all come together, you know? We're making entities that beings can control. Specifically the grays, the reptilians too, because it's all the grays work under the reptilians at times as well. This is kind of what I'm getting. Like she's leading me, this tech and alien being is leading me to the bigger scope of what's happening. I'm almost wondering if they are using gray technology. Does the AI come from the grays, or does it originate within the same space, within the same realm of consciousness? Like a place, like a place, a world per se is what I'm getting, where there's this kind of consciousness, where it's just technology consciousness, and a place you can access via meditations or witchcraft. That's what I'm getting. And I've seen this before. Little different worlds of different beings and characters and all of that. Yeah. Wow. Wow. This is massive. I'm going to get to the chat in a moment, guys, but I'm going to put the ending on this message really quickly because this is much bigger. See, we got to be very careful what they offer to us. And she's offering everything. She's always selling this and that. She has a new business every 5 days because it's not authentic. It's like a pump and dump, pump and dump. It's not authentic because she doesn't have the authentic code. No codes of originality or authenticity. She's not real. She's shut down. So she's not real because it's freaking alien technology plugged in, and then a bunch of grays and reptilians and all of that in her field. So if they want, so all this tech coming, the nanotech, I'm getting like these nanofibers, like anything nano and anything that is like this micro tech or even the microchips that they might want to give you. This stuff is being controlled by aliens, by extraterrestrials, by the grays and by the reptilians. They want to turn us into their feast. We're going to be their kibbles and bits. I'm telling you. And if you guys watched the last video about the guy talking about the COVID vax and the actual, you know, virus having this snake venom, where he believes that religion is behind it. And that's been popping up in the psychic investigation, that the perversion of the cross was always behind this. Goes all the way up to the Pope. The perversion of the cross was always behind this. He believes that they're trying to turn our God DNA into the serpentine DNA or the Satan DNA. And now my message here is validating him, because this tech, and I think the blue elixir, the liquid tech, will help the bodies get acclimated to this alien technology a lot faster. I think when you drink it, it goes in as a liquid, but it forms through as kind of nanotechnology. But the technology, what I'm saying is the grays are remote controlling and remote viewing offshore, off world. So we got to be careful of what these people push to us, because we don't know if their products or their sports drinks or whatever has the blue elixir in it. That's what I'm saying. That is exactly what I am saying. So now I'm going to go to the chat. Guys, please like the video. Please like the video, guys, and subscribe to the channel. Guys, there's 70 people watching. We should have 70 likes. Please, guys, get the likes up. Please. There's no place here that is showing you proof of alien technology. A lot of people talk about it, but they don't show you proof. Please, guys, get the likes up. Please like the video. I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much. Okay. So let me get to this chat here. Welcome in, Sister Gail and Sister Carolyn. I'm gonna go back up. Josie says, "You're on point, my sister." Shields up. Yes, you be telling the truth. This just fall in my lap. I don't even be looking for this stuff. I'm like, dang. China says, "They nasty. They will make you want to throw hands." Yes, that's what it felt like. I wanted to. I was like, baby, wait, who do I need to who do I need to fight? Like, it's crazy. Full body of armor, yes. Source highest hedge of protection around all of us. Beautiful. Oh, Illy says, "What am I supposed to do here? I see reptilians within my eyes. Do y'all want to question?" Are you seeing all of what we channel? Because there's like about 9 different ones in the Kim Kardashian reading, automatic drawing. But Kim can be healed though. I believe so. She has to stop feeding them by doing the sacrifices. And every time it's not baby, sometimes it's just being a handler, right? When she was Kanye's handler. And sometimes it's just promoting a brand that is of a demonic origin. Like she has to choose heart and Christ over money. A lot of Kim's stuff, a lot of this stuff of what I'm feeling is because she wants the money. I'm telling you, if Kim Kardashian changed her ways and she's like, "I'm going to be about doing the right thing, and maybe the contracts won't be as big, but I'm going to make sure I'm going to check out the companies and make sure they are in good standing, with the Christ light." I'm telling you, a lot of this stuff would go away, but she would probably have some repercussions and be tortured because these beings like this, when you've been feeding them for so long, this becomes the problem, right? Absolutely. I do believe she can be healed because she's not totally embodied. She just has a lot of them in her field, right? But it will be a purification process for her. And I'm going to channel this right now of what Source wants Kim Kardashian to do. If Kim Kardashian shall choose to come to the light. And I'm going to channel what Source says here really quickly. Okay, the first thing coming through is she has to stop getting plastic surgery. I got an energy of like the face kind of caving in. Because I think this is part of the demeanor or the caricature or even the glamour spells. And it's like when they want them to look a certain way, it's like you're doing their bidding. It's not hers, right? So you got to stop doing their bidding. So you got to stop with all the plastic surgery. You got to stop, with the sacrifices. And she needs to get grounded. She's not grounded. She's not been grounded since her father. And I'm getting like around the age of 14ish. She's not been grounded since then. So I think as she got older and got into boys and stuff, like she hasn't been grounded. But I think the last time she was maybe around 14. She needs to go within. She needs to get isolated. She needs to just be with self and with the self vibration. and the self love, not the haughtiness that we see. It's fake, it's a facade for us to mirror her. When Kim strips all of these attributes away, she's stripping away the counsel that they gave to her. And the more, surgeries and stuff you do, the more non-human you start to look. And it makes sense that, the Greys would want to tweak your body to a body more suitable for, what they're used to. So I think a lot of people who get plastic surgery and all this stuff, I think they're highly susceptible to implantation by Greys or technologically advanced beings. Yeah, that's coming through now. Source says she has to know that she is my child, but I will smite her. I will smite her. I will set her right. I will smite her. There's a lot of energy on her right side of her face. Feels like fire energy, but it's not fire. It feels like the smiting that Source will give her. And this is a purification, right? Because your right side is your more spiritual side, right? So she needs a purification and a cleansing of her spirit body to have more connection with Source. So there will be a consecration and a fire energy, a purification. And the purification will hurt. It will probably happen when she'll lose a lot of money or her status might be downgraded. I mean, Source, if she to be honest with you, if she truly wanted to come back into wholeness, because she's given a lot of offerings, right? And so now you gotta, when you want to reverse that, you gotta give back everything that you took from the enemy. And she's been in bed with them for a very long time. And I'm not saying she'll be broke, but she won't be a billionaire or 500 million or 100 million. She might just have a couple of million left if she truly does give it back, give it back the ones that the entities helped her. Yeah, this is what she has to do. And you got to have some strong conviction with God in order to do that. So, yes, can Kim Kardashian be healed? Yes, but this is what she has to do. And do you really think she's going to do that? We can pray. We can certainly pray for her. Absolutely. We can pray for her. Absolutely. Yep. And cloning too. I'm telling you, once they get this liquid tech or this alien technology inside of us, they'll be doing all sorts of stuff. That's why people feel drained, depleted. They mess with your body chemistry, everything. Keep you on a loop. What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? Going to a bunch of doctors, and doctors saying nothing wrong with you, but you're like, no, I know there's something wrong. Yeah, it's the entity messing things up. Oh, no, no problem, Jim Jima. You're good. No, I did look that person up that you wanted me to channel. Yeah, I did look him up. So I will see if I can get to that. No, thank you so much. You just reminded me. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna write that down now so I don't forget. I put it on my list. Prem Raiwat. Thank you so much. The most powerful peace advocate in the world. Okay, you want me to look into him? Okay. Thank you. Okay, I got it on my list. Yeah, guys, so this is what is going on, cosmetic and Skims. Oh, guys, do you know that Skims is opening like 15 locations in Israel? So Kim has kissed the ring. Kim has kissed the ring, and this is now making her, and those, I'm telling you guys, this business is not doing well. Ain't nobody worried about no Skims. People trying to people trying to buy underwear. People trying to buy real clothes. They don't got $150 to now buy the clothes to go under the clothes. It will be a scam. And it will not be, I'm telling you, her companies are funneling blood money. Kim's not in control of all this stuff. You guys realize that. All of these companies she says she has in that, Kim is basically in partnership. She puts her face on it. They sign a contract, puts her face on it. But when you look to see the ownership, it has a million names on that thing. And the only reason why she got a bit of ownership in Skims is because Kanye. But there's another woman, some black woman who actually creates all this stuff. But what I'm saying is that business is failing. Why is she going to Israel? Why would you make this make sense? For a failing business, why would you need 15 stores in Israel? Israel ain't but that big. You wouldn't need 15 of those stores. I can barely go to some states and I can't even find one Zara. I love Zara. But yet you put 15 Skims in Israel? Are you kidding me? It's a cover up, guys. This is funneling blood money. All they're doing is washing the money, the blood money. They're trying to wash it clean. Oh, it's a reputable business. No, you guys are stealing people, kids. You're stealing people. You're stealing organs. Like, these are the true businesses that these people are in because they got to keep feeding. Do you know how, if you got 9 entities, how much? Now, it's different. Kim is feeding them. When someone has an entity, they're not doing anything but living their life. But Kim is aware, but she's aware that she's giving a sacrifice of something. So she's feeding them, is what I'm saying. But it is a scam, guys. If you notice all of these people at the top, everybody's dirty. Every single one is dirty. I have not found a clean one yet. Not in your government, not in the jail system, not in the judicial system. All of the judges are corrupt. The high level judges, they rule over all these cases. They're all working together because they all have kissed the ring. And they all have dirt on each other. It keeps them in the system. And so now we need to look deeper into all of these companies that these celebrities say they have. It's just for them to wash the money, how they're really making money. Trafficking. It's number one business. That's what's going on. And it's everyone. All these elites, aristocrats, governments around the world. That's the foundation of their structure. That's what I'm getting. Trafficking, because now you can use it for these seedy rituals and blood sacrifices, and you have a body to whatever your god needs. You have bodies to do that, and then you can sell the organs on the black market, and you can all of this stuff, guys, and all of these secret experiments that they do. Then they have bodies for that. That's what all this is based off of. And remember, it's all coming up from the religious houses. These religious houses have nothing to do with God. They are demonic in origin. If you look back and you read like the Council of Nicaea, and then there's another council, there were a group of men who put these books together. They didn't even put the Holy Trinity into the Bible until 50 years after. They added it. They later added as well after that, hell. They added these things. And I'm not saying that there's not a hellish state. In the Bible, I think it refers to it as Sheol, meaning hell. But it's a disagreeable negative vibration. It's what your hell is. Hmm. I don't know what to say. It's just getting bigger and bigger. Thanks to Charlie Kirk, because he led us here, you know? He really did lead us here. I want to take a look at something one moment. You can't even make this up. Hmm. I think that's it. Okay. Someone said it should be called scams. Yes, 15 stores. Look it up. It's ridiculous. Jim Jim Jam Jima says, I do sincerely believe in what you do. I will book a session soon. We'll know the right thing. Thanks. Yeah, you're welcome. There's always links below. Guys, there's 70 people watching. Can you please put a like on the video? Have I earned it yet? I didn't sit here in Kim Kardashian's energy, almost fainted and got a little psychic attack along the way. It's like it's crazy, it's like it's crazy. So please, guys, a like and a subscribe. It goes a long way, and I sincerely do appreciate that. I do. Yeah, guys, this is kind of the vibes, we got to be on the lookout for if they come up with any new thing, any new pandemic, any new vax, any new anything. I am telling you, it will be the snake venom 2.0 with the liquid technology, with literally the tech towers in your womb. Like I'm telling you. Okay, I'm gonna go into something and you guys go with me here because this is coming up. Sources here. You see the same way they traffic people and they use their body for different things when they need it, when they need sacrifice, when they need to sell off some of their assets, right? Organs and all of that for a lot of money. This is what's happening to humanity. See, these other beings like the reptilians, Anunnaki, some Anunnaki, and Greys and stuff, it's like we're trafficked. Like we're trafficked. Because truly, we should be home, but with God. But some of us are poisoned to be here. I always say it. We're poisoned by our lack of consciousness. Because somewhere along the way we forgot all of this. This is what I'm saying. They've been running this trafficking ring for eons. It's not new. Ain't nothing new under the sun. My dad used to tell me that. Nothing is new under the sun. They've been running this scam since the ancient of days. A lot of humans are trafficked here to earth. I'm getting that. And there's some people who are more trafficked than others. Like people who don't have like literally, so like if you have a loving family and you have, you have connection with your soul and all of those things, it's all intact. Then not so much, but the people who are lost. Imagine people in the afterlife who are lost. This is why I love so much about the work I do and the past life regressions and all of that, because you start to learn what happens after death. Some people, they're stuck still in a rim because they're too afraid to move forward because maybe they don't they feel that they're going to be judged, right? Because that's what they're told. But the true source God is all loving and all just ready to embrace you with the light and with the love vibration. In my NDE, I literally felt a blanket of love just all over me. This is what God's love feels like, a blanket of love from your head to your feet, and it swaddles you. It's beautiful. That's what's waiting for all of us. So sometimes when people listen to the lies, or, oh, I live my life wrong, I don't want to go into the light because I'm going to go to hell. So they just kind of hang out. I'm telling you, these are the souls that these beings find to traffic. This is coming through. They traffic them, bring them here in a physical body, but meanwhile, they're in a soul contract with a demon, a reptilian, a gray, or any other being. And this is probably why we get, some of the NPCs. Maybe the NPCs are not just NPCs, maybe they're traffic souls. And they just need to offer themselves grace, forgive their past life trauma, and finally go to the light. Finally find the light within. Go to source. This is what source is saying. And so the best love is self-love. The way we love ourselves on this earth school is how we will be loved in the realms beyond. This is our dress rehearsal, right? After we pass away, that's the real thing. So you got to be a spiritual warrior. You got to stand in the I am vibration. You got to put your armor on. You got to have your swords ready because it gets real out there. So this is the message, and it really just sums up, the psychic investigation. It's very interesting that Kim Kardashian is popping up because what have we been talking about? The perversion of the cross, right? When these elitists and the Masons, when they invert, pervert the cross and turn it 33 degrees for the ritual, it makes an X. And it turns it into the perversion of Christianity, which becomes this kind of KKK energy. Because we know like the KKK operated off of the perversion of Christianity, right? They weren't really doing it from the heart. See, the beautiful thing about the Bible and different texts is that anyone can read it face value, but you have to read it with your heart lamp. That's how you can see it. You have to have your heart lamp on in order to see the true message. So for some people, they will read it and get a totally different message. But God's chosen elite will read it with their heart lamp or their Christ lamp on that sits in the heart. And then they will be able to get the true sustenance from it. And then this is how they get key codes to advance to another higher level of the game of life, the game of souls, the game of consciousness, right? And so I just felt the need to say that, okay? But guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Going back to the chat. So the clothes she makes would be a part of her in it. I wouldn't touch them with a 10-foot pole. She made a margin with them, allegedly. Oh, a bargain with them, allegedly. Yeah. Can we use the power of peace to fight? Yes. See, the power of peace, guys. Here's a beautiful thing. We all have different tools. It's like we're in a video game. We all have different things. Like for me, I have Merkaba with spikes on it. I've created all this stuff. I got, Archangel Michael's blue flame sword I used to heal with. Also have my light language is like a source vibrational language. And so when you guys see me speaking in light language, which if you come from the church, it's called speaking in tongues, right? So it'll sound like mingara shingara mumon reta ninkara maneta karambetara. That's speaking in tongues, right? I've done that since I was younger, much, much younger. But this for me serves as vibrational. I call it vibrational tongues or vibrational therapy because the vibration of it breaks energy. And I use this when I'm clearing entities because it starts to break them. And I'll see a lot of when the reptilians are hiding, cloaking, and the grays are glitching. When I start that light language, I they start to shape shift and move. They move. They might move from one spot to another because they feel like, oh, I'm being found out here. And that's how I catch them a lot of the times because they're so good at like cloaking, right? So So yeah, but if you have peace, guys, peace is a beautiful. I could use a little bit more of that. Peace is such a beautiful tool because it aligns you with this meditative state, with the I am vibration, with this just, total acceptance of the I am. And you can sit within that and just breathe and just imagine just a beautiful light, right? And then just pushing out any negativity, just expanding. Let's say you're using a yellow light or, a purple violet light or a white light. And you just expand that light and imagine it pushing any negativity that was in your field or near you back into it, totally dissolves and disintegrates it, you know? Yes. And you guys can start to practice this. We all have different tools. And so peace is absolutely a tool. So thank you for mentioning that. Okay. Thank you so much. I really appreciate being here this evening. So Jima says, I think you are extremely powerful with source energy. Thank you so much. And I can't see the rest of the chat for some reason to read the rest of the message. I don't know why it's doing that. Let me see if I can get the chat back really quickly. Nope. I can't see it, but I really appreciate. Oh, here it is. I think you are extremely powerful with source energy. I am determined to find out how much power I have. Yes, you have a lot of power. I am waking up and undoing the binds I have found myself in. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I love that. Very powerful. Love and light and healing and gratitude. Thank you, Josie, and peace. Positive energy vibrations, mindful, safe, and stay focused and awake and keep rising. Peace. Yes. I have a Jim Jima says I have a lot of peace in my heart. That's beautiful. That is a superpower. That is the Christ energy right there. I have a lot of peace in my heart. I've been filling my heart with peace. Yes, fill your heart with peace. Fill it with love. Fill it with light. You can put lights in all your chakras. You want to clear your chakras? You can just hold a light, hold a white light above it. You can sit in the Om vibration. The Om vibration represents the mantra of the seventh chakra. So you can just hold a white light here or even the purple light right here and just meditate in the Om vibration. Um, 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 um. And anytime you need clearing, and then you can pop into anytime you fall deep down in vibration, you can do like fire breathing to bring it'll correct it. See, these are the tools that we need in our spiritual toolbox because you're going to have that negative comment, you're going to have that bad day at work, you're going to have the family member that that you're feuding with, you're going to have this, and so you're going to need to have these tools, and the fire breathing really helps. It's just like the very like fast breathing, like in the diaphragm. Mm-hmm. You can also cycle that up from stomach, chest, head, and then an open mouth. These breaths break up energy, breaks up entities as well. So I use a lot of that. I have my clients, when I spot the entity, I will have my client do these breathing things to like help break up the energies as well. So you can do that for yourself as well. Abundantly empowered. If fear is what feeds these entities, then love and peace is what dissolves them. Yes, baby. Absolutely. Yes. You are so right. And forgiveness, 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 and detachment, detachment, detachment. Because what happens, guys, we can certainly have love and peace, right, within our conscious state. But what when we find that we're still getting some residue, then we have to switch over to our other tool in the toolbox. And we have to do the subconscious work, right? So And I love the subconscious mind. You guys know I'm a clinical hypnotherapist by trade, and I do, hypnotherapy sessions and also past life regressions and stuff. So the subconscious is your life script. If you don't know what's in your subconscious mind, you don't know what code you're running or what program you're running. You're going to only be as good, as loving, as, the ability to earn money, to love yourself, as what the script in your subconscious mind tells you. So if you're still struggling in this area, it's time to pop into the subconscious work. And we can do that in hypnotherapy. I love the past life regression because it gives you almost like, it takes the spiritual diagnosis I do, it takes it one step further, and then you're inside of the experience. So, and then because I'm telepathic, I'm able to see literally where you are in the experience, right? So I can guide and lead you that way. But it's very beautiful because you can see the events that your soul's still holding on to. When you can see it for yourself and you can process it through through your emotional body, then this is when you really have all the tools to change. And maybe you don't change overnight, but guess what? You now know where it came from. And this gives you a beautiful foundation for healing, right? And the beautiful part, the most thing that I would say about healing is you have to give yourself grace. You can't do it any other way. And even when things are going wrong, and even when you're feeling crappy, and even when you're just feeling down, you have to be your first point of contact. There isn't anyone that is going to save you in this because, in a way, you're either trafficked here or you literally agreed to be here. You took a soul contract to be here. And there's something here that perhaps you still need to learn from. It's something here that you still need to detach from. So you come back to the point of origin to detach from that so that your soul can now go higher, right? And so that's beautiful. Guys, I also discounted my past life regressions for you guys. It's like quantum healing hypnosis. And that is a session. It's trippy too. It all of my clients who do that session, it's so trippy because they're like seeing all this stuff and you can feel it and you're like, wow, I can really experience this. Like, and it's so trippy. It gets trippy because sometimes source comes in and it's just beautiful. But I love doing these teachings with you guys too because this is how we're gonna keep ourselves clear and this is how we're gonna evolve. I'm reading. Humming the also keeps calm your nervous system. Yes. And the vagus nerve. Absolutely. Abundantly empowered, right? So, guys, why don't you guys email me if you're interested? Because all of these things that you guys said, so I actually teach all of this in my quantum telepathic healing and psychic development. It's a course where we do this 6 weeks and we meet every week. We meet twice a week, and there's a group of us. And the best way for you to heal yourself is to actually learn how to heal in general. So we go through a lot of different things where we explore. The first week, we learn intro to Reiki. I'm also a Reiki practitioner. Did I ever never remember to say that? But intro to Reiki, and we learn. God, we learn so much. Guys, I'm sorry, I'm so tired. I'm drawing a like, but we learn telepathic. We do some gosh, guys, let me just bring it up because it's too much to like just remember, right? Okay, so the first week is intro to Reiki. The second week is we're continuing on with the psychic development. We learn how to do a quantum body scan as well. We start literally working on our telepathy. And telepathy is a lot, you guys will find in the class, it's a lot easier than what you think. And then we start to, in week 3, we go into quantum healing anatomy. I don't know, but I think I may be one of the only, maybe there's others I don't know, who teach, psychic. development, but you have to learn about the body because you have to know where the entities are attached. You have to know what's going on in your body. So we spend a great deal on quantum healing anatomy, where we go through all of the chakras, and the meridians need to be clear too. These are your energetic highways that run through your body, much like the blood vessels, right? And then in week 4, we, oh, it's very powerful because we learn about literally like our brain and the masculine brain, the feminine brain, and how this all ties into, behaviors and healing. It's very beautiful. We get into the nervous system, the pineal gland. We go through all of the different aspects of the brain as well. And a lot of the brain functions are responsible for you know our psychic abilities, the ability to see beyond this realm, right? So you guys have to know that, right? You have to know that, and you can start to like work with these things. And week 5 is fun because we learn about entities. We learn about all the different sort of entities, and yes, they are technological entities as well. And we learn how to remove entities. And you guys, believe it or not, by week 3, you're gonna be seeing, you guys are gonna be developing your clairaudience. It's happened. You guys are gonna be, you guys will be seeing spiritually, hearing, feeling, all of that. And I'll be able to see what your strongest gift is and tell you that. And like, and you'll be working with other people. I like pair you up into like groups. So you'll go into private groups and work. And, it's pretty cool. And yeah, and then in week 6, it gets deep because we learn about the Akashic records, how to read energy signatures, all of this stuff. And it's so fun. And a lot of you guys in the chat have taken the class. So if you're interested in that, I want you guys to enjoy your holidays if you're doing the whole holiday thing. But I really want to hit up a class early next year because I want us to, my dream, guys, is to have all of us in one space doing this healing work together, magnifying the power, right, of the multitude, of the collective consciousness. And I am telling you, my students are so powerful. Sometimes they give me messages. They hold codes for some of the things that I need to bring to you guys because they've now become into the 8th sphere, right? Yeah, it's beautiful. And I just want to, it's, I'm a teacher at heart. I'm a spiritual teacher at heart. I love teaching. I love seeing people flourish and grow and even stepping out of the fear, because the fear is what holds us back and, from doing stuff like this. Because as you're learning to heal, you're actually learning to heal yourself, heal others. But get this, it's like therapy. It becomes therapy because we go into ourselves. I do a lot of meditations. I do guided hypnosis throughout, lead you guys through guided hypnosis and body scans so you can scan your own body. I'll teach you how to do that. And you can check for any entities or chakra misalignment and hearing from spirit. You guys will be doing mediumship. Yes. You'll see spirit communication. But it's really beautiful. It really is. So just email me if you're interested for the class. I do want to start that early next year. All right, guys. I love you so much. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Like the video and subscribe. I love you. I love you. I love you. And so it is as we walk together in divine love. Be well, guys. Be well.